Okay, here we go. Three, two, one, here. Well, good morning, everybody. It's Nintendo Capri Sun here, welcoming you back to Plants vs. Zombies. The Rainbow Challenge. Continue game, yeah. Okay, so, full transparency here, this next, hour and a half worth of episodes will be post-commentary. And, biggest reason for that being that I just, deliberately decided on the day of recording this that I didn't want to commentate at the time. And I don't know if it was because of how my voice sounded that day or what. Because I was going through a stage there where I was thinking, you know, a lot of times when my voice gets to sounding a little, you know, weird and stuff, sometimes I like to wait until I know it's going to sound better before I try to commentate, or even to record in the first place, you know. And this just happened to be one of those days, so I decided to do that, and so I ended up with these 3 videos here, this however many videos this turns out to be, just sitting on my backlog. And it's for that reason that I've been putting off putting this LP up. And I thought, well, this is a perfect day for me now to kind of just go back and record some commentary for these particular episodes. So if my voice sounds a little different or weird or better or worse, I don't really know. Because right now I'm in Emil's place, and I've been here for, on the timeline of reality, this is way later. Once these next 2 or 3 videos are done, then it's gonna go back to the me of, a month ago. And I don't remember what I even sounded like then, so. But for the time being, here I am. And it's been an interesting week, to say the least. I decided to go visit Emil, also known as Chugga Conroy. And part of the reason for that was to keep him company. Because I don't know how much he's told you guys, in the Xenoblade videos or whatever. I know he's not a vlogging type of person, really, but he's had it rough this last couple of months. Between his cat Kirby being diagnosed with something, I'm not sure just what. It's some kind of problem in his stomach. And I was concerned, you know, and the plan at the beginning was going to be to wait until, you know, it finally happened, you know, and just, because it was going to pretty soon. Oh, yeah, I was here waiting on the blue. So this is part of the Rainbow Challenge here. Oh, yeah, that's going to be good enough, is it? There's not going to be enough time to kill him, so I have to wait for the mower to take him. That's what I had to do now. I got the screen door zombie down there. Get your rod color down, get your potato mine down, dude. Dude, what are you doing? Put down your potato mine, you dummy. You're on odd right now, you can do that. Damn it. Maybe he thought it was too late for that too. I don't know. Don't tell me he forgot what color he was on, jeez. Well, if I did forget what color I was on, there's not much I can do about that now. Okay, there he goes. He put his odd down. Now, is he going to remember to put another one down for his red? Before he starts with the suntrooms down. Well, he's going to have to. He's going to have to wait for the potato mine to recharge. Yeah. Well, that makes sense. Anyway, but yeah, so that was the plan originally, as I was going to come up here and keep him company when, you know, when his cat, you know, whatever, but as it turns out, the cat's still here, still hanging in there, so eventually I started telling other people, you know, that's what I was planning on doing, to visit him. But then I guess people kind of mistook what I said as to mean that I was just going to come like in the next few weeks or something. It's like, how do you really say that tactfully? It's like, oh, I was going to wait till the cat died and then come up, you know. Because what if I come up there and I stay there for 2 weeks and then the cat dies? After I've already been there for 2 weeks, what am I gonna leave him then, you know? So you couldn't really do that. It's like I had to wait for something to happen. I had to wait for there to be a good reason for me to come. But then people thought I was just coming for the hell of it. Like I was doing it for myself or something, I guess. I don't know. But anyway, so eventually I decided, okay, well, I'll just come anyway then, whatever. So about a week ago, I got my stuff together. Got a bunch of my old belongings, like DVDs and video games, and boxed them up. Stuffed them in my car and drove them down here so that I could store them here. See, we got pole vaulters and screen door zombies. So I did a little cut here just to get us ahead. So what I found out through the course of a lot of experimentation here was that these night levels were just too difficult. And one of the main reasons they were was because of the blue plant. I wasn't making enough sun to get the blue plant out fast enough to keep up with the zombies. So, as you can see now, I had no problem with it. So eventually, what I decided for the rules here was that on night levels, you could get a free column of purple, like, pup shrooms, and 2 free sun shrooms. But you would also still start on orange and yellow. So you basically start with the 2 free sun shrooms, the free column of pup shrooms, and then your first 2 mushrooms would obviously be 2 more sun shrooms. So the initial setup for each level here is going to be a full column of sun shrooms and then 4 sun shrooms, right? And then you move it to your, you know, main frame of green, blue, purple, off color, red, and just go from there. So there's our off color there, and our red will be cherry bombs. I decided it would also be a good idea to just go ahead and use it while the zombies were all stuck together. That way we can go ahead and get the orange and yellow going too. So you'd be tempted to hang on to the cherry bomb, and maybe that would be a good strategy, I don't know, but you know, by going ahead and putting the cherry bomb out, that also enables me to do whatever, you know, to get the next couple of sunstroms out a little bit sooner too. So this actually looks pretty good right now. Maybe start putting some real like gloom shrooms and stuff down. And then our off color, just put it wherever. Get ready for the next cherry bomb when the next huge wave comes out. So yeah, looks good, looks good. So that makes this all a little more doable. Yeah, so I'm just having a nice chill time here. The mules actually go up to the anime. I'm not sure what con it actually is. Some kind of anime con, I guess. I could have gone with him, but like, I was being perfectly honest here. Walking even 1 mile was a challenge for me a few days ago. And so, I think it's probably better if I kind of work on this a little bit, you know, for the next couple of months. Eventually I'm going to go back home, you know, and get the rest of my stuff. But I mean, I'm not moving down here straight away. But I'm about 90% sure that I am moving down here to an apartment somewhere or something. It's just a matter of whether I want to move back to Watkinsville or Athens or possibly Lawrenceville, so we're closer to the greater Atlanta area. You know. So, you know, that's a thing. Something I might be doing. You have to survive one more Ohio winter. But that's fine, you know, I'm still mentally trying to prepare myself for this, you know. So I tried looking up like apartments online in Georgia, and it's just, I tried doing that, but it was just like really depressing. I don't know why. You know, I even tried looking up some areas in Commerce even, and it was just like, I don't know. There just doesn't seem to be much of, I guess because I'm looking at all the main places, like apartments.com, things like that. No, it's probably better if I just went there physically and just drove around and looked. Maybe that'd be a better way to search, you know, find what you were looking for. Because you look around online, and it's like the cheapest ones are like still over $600 a month. It's like, no, I know. Surely you get her cheaper than that if you're looking for like just a studio apartment or something, you know. And that apartment I stayed in Wisconsin is only charging me $350 a month up there. Of course, maybe some of these other ones, you know, actually come with internet, and cable, and power, and stuff like that. So I guess there's always that to consider. So whatever, it is what it is. You know, we'll work on it. We'll figure something out. But for the time being, I do have a bit of an advantage here because I can store some of my stuff here in Emil's place while I figure things out. You know, decide what I want to keep, what I want to stay. It is one of the big reasons why I haven't been buying furniture for my apartment is Ohio. I mean, I guess, you know, it's because I always knew this was going to happen eventually. And it's for that reason that I held back on buying a washer and dryer for as long as I did, but eventually I did buy the washer and dryer because I was just sick of going to the laundromat, man, I tell you. But now I have this washer and dryer in the apartment, it's like I feel like I should bring them with me. So, and it's funny because the thought crossed my mind this morning. And I can't believe this is the first time I've thought this, but the thought crossed my mind, and just because I brought all those DVDs and stuff here doesn't mean I can eventually still change my mind and decide to stay there. And maybe just on a future trip, you know, take my stuff back home with me, you know. But I don't know yet. I mean, I'm still, you know, still gonna figure things out. Too many different variables here, you know. So I kind of almost want to go to see Steve, my ex-stepfather, you know. You know, I know I've told stories about him, like, being sort of borderline abusive, but if we're keeping it 100 here, I don't think he was, you know, even Mom admitted this in her later years, when it got really towards the end of the process of her, you know, moving on. I think even she was finally ready to admit that things weren't nearly as bad with him as she had a tendency to say. Because I remember her telling stories of things, you know, that I don't remember happening. She had this one story about him, like, holding a knife up to her throat. And I don't remember that ever happening. She says I was there when it did happen. So I'm not saying it's impossible that I could have blocked that memory out of my head or something. I don't know, but I always kind of had a feeling that maybe she was hamming it up a little bit when she talked about him. Because I know she hammed it up when she talked about Dad after she broke up with him. And Dad cheated on her, you know. He went so far as to buy, you know, a fake necklace and give it to her, just to prove that the necklace that she found in his desk was actually for her. Eventually she found out that it was like a fake or something. There's a whole big story there that I never really got to hear both sides of it, I guess, fully, but oh yeah. This hypnoshroom is actually pretty good, because for the first time now we actually have a substitute for the blue plan that's a little bit cheaper than the snow cone was. And so that helps the sun flow move along a lot better here. It helps us to get more plants out quicker. We're just desperately needed at this point in the game. Because that snow cone is 175 sun, you know. I don't have time for all that shit. I must have a nice icy drink here. It's actually pretty chilly down here today. 54 degrees. It's about what it was in Ohio when I left there. It's probably about the same in Ohio now. I haven't really bothered to look it up, so. It's fall, you know. It's fall. That's really. It's nice that we're finally starting to see some normal falls again here. For a long time, we just weren't seeing them. Get that flying football fuck out of here. Really could use a Han fuck on that top row. Put something out here. Put that there. Get your cherry bomb. There you go. Gotta get some defense on that top row. You got one more yellow. Put it out. You got one more yellow. Put it out. Thank you. Jeez, you're screaming at my past self over here. Oh, I guess he was waiting to see if that bottom one was gonna die. Yeah, that makes sense. Well, I'll tell you what, guys. It's a nice, peaceful day today. But yeah, I'm finally starting to get this stuff done. I'll be honest, Chugga, I mean, kind of ran me a little hard those first 4 days. But I'm glad that he did. I needed that. I needed him to do that for me because he like took me all over. So normally I would be staying at home, you know, sit at the computer, fall asleep. Sleeping, I mean, I was sleeping for like 16 hours a day. You know? And now I'm only finally starting to adjust again to like sleeping less than that. I'm still sleeping in some pretty weird segments though. It's like, that's what my body wants me to do. It's like take a nap in the middle of the day. And yesterday was the first time I was able to do that in about 5 days. And it helped. You know, it definitely helped, but at the same time, it's like I need to get back to, you know, that more physically active routine. I think that's part of why I've had such a hard time to getting the weight off, you know? I've been trying to lose the weight, you know, because if you lose the weight, that makes the sleep apnea go away. So I don't have my scale on me now. I mean, I could use his scale to weigh myself, but the doctor weighed me. I overheard her say 298, which is not exactly the greatest thing, and that was like 3 days ago that she did that, so that was when we had all kind of still was first getting started on all this, but yeah, but he took me out to the park, and we walked in the sun, and I was in that tank top sweating my ass off. Yeah, it just like, I was so tired that day, like, I didn't know how I was gonna make it to the end of that. I mean, I honestly didn't. But somehow I did, you know, it took a while, but I did. And then the very next day, we rode out to Atlanta. And, I slept in the car on the way there. I fell asleep. And then on the way home, I also fell asleep. Just because I just needed it so bad. So just so freaking tired. But yeah, so but yeah, walking all around the, you know, mall. At first we stopped by Five Guys and I got a burger. And I knew it was a bad idea, but I thought, you know, damn it, oh, I need this right now. So desperately, I need this. Just need something in my stomach, something with some calories to burn or something, you know. So I think in the end it actually helped because, I don't know. Just felt good. Yeah, I hope I don't, you know, sound too slow or anything in his eyes. Then again, I don't know. Maybe I sound totally normal. I'm sure I don't, but that's the thing that we're working on. He like he went through and he bought me a bunch of clothes and stuff. He took me out to the shoe store, and we got me a couple pairs of shoes. One of them was like just for working out, which I've never bought a pair of shoes just to work out in before. I've never done that, not even when I made the whole vlog series about it. I don't think I ever did that. Maybe I did, I don't remember. But then he also got me this cool ass pair of like neon. And I don't know, the moment I saw those shoes I knew I liked them, but they were like the same kind that he wears, but they're like neon. It's hard to describe. They're not neon, but more like jeez, man. It's like they're translucent almost. It's like they change colors depending on what angle you view them from, you know? I don't know how else to describe them, but they look super cool, so those would be just like for regular old whatever grocery shopping or just hanging around the house. I mean, I'm not one to really wear shoes around the house. And he is. So that's kind of different, but cherry bomb, yeah. Well, that's 27 minutes right there. Yeah, I reckon I can split these up a little bit. I'm starting to feel my voice coming back to me here now. Yeah, man, oh man. So what else is there? Like I said, he took me all over, and he took me to that Bath and like facial, that store, you know that store that I keep describing where I said I got that pink stuff? That was really good for my face, you know? Facial cleanser, you know. Well, yeah, he took me there, and I was so glad he did that. That's how I man. So I was able to get more of that pink stuff. And I got a few words of advice from the girls who worked there, you know. It's like you watch, I don't know, you watch all these Zoomers, you know, talking about self-care and all this shit. It's like, yeah, we never really did stuff like that when I was growing up. And it's, you know, I'm not saying that means it's bad, but it's actually good. Like, I'm not saying it as a means of saying, oh, they're wrong for doing that. I'm saying we were wrong for not doing it. I really wish we had, but, But yeah, still though. So like, you know, so this is all like stuff like that. Just talking to these people about like things you can do to self-improve and stuff like that, you know. There's part of me that, like, as we were walking through the mall, I kept thinking about Fight Club, though. That one line where Brad Pitt says, self-improvement is masturbation. Now, self-destruction. But then he doesn't finish the sentence, you know. I was timing on that blue there.